Hello, welcome to my MyWebUniversity free education videos, my YouTube channel. You're seeing on the right side of the screen on the browser side and this tab which is showing my MyWebUniversity free education videos, where you can learn a lot of computer science related courses, whether it's C, C++, Python, shell programming, Unix, Linux, and documentation, technical documentation on a lot of the operating systems such as Mac, Linux, Unix, Solaris, and Linux, Ubuntu, Windows PowerShell, Windows Help, and everything else is available, as well as some kind of programming languages within the shell scripting, Bash, Awk, and a lot of these other Python related programs, as well as C++ programs that you will be watching. So I have about 125 videos. Mostly they are in English. There are some also I wrote it, and I actually made the video for my country men and women that are unfortunately are not having the a good time since Taliban took over, and they are not able to study, especially the girls and the women's. And they are not allowed to study at schools and universities and work freely. So I made those for C videos and for C language. So a lot of the people that they are trying to learn in the Persian language, because they don't know English yet, and they will just be learning it and finding a job that helps them. The reason I'm doing this one for the Afghan girls and women is that what if a family of 5 girls or living in a house that they don't have any men living. If they don't have any rights to study and work, then how could they feed themselves? By default, that is a kind of like failure there. We just need to have every human that is living on the surface of the earth to have a free education and be able to have the rights to work where they want to work, especially at education places and places that are safe for them to work. And it is just an ethical thing to do. It is not just good for a society that is not allowing women to not work, when women is 50% of the population in a country or more, and then they need to have the same kind of rights as everybody else. Men and women should be having equal rights. So at this time, I'm going to just go back to this chapter for this video. This is just a short video that I'm going to demonstrate what I'm going to teach you on chapter 4 of my book. The book that I wrote is online. It's available at mywebuniversity.com, and the name of the book is The Direct Path to Linux Ubuntu. What is advantageous for this book is that all you need is a browser and internet access. The rest I do it on my server side for Linux, Unix, Python programming, and Shell and C++, and combination of Apache web server to make this all happen for you just using a browser. You don't need a Linux operating system installed on your computer. You don't need any VirtualBox running, or you don't need a VMware, you don't need Docker, you don't need any of those software. All you need is a browser and internet access. And then you just come in on my website. I showed you on previous chapters, basically on chapter 2 and 3. There's chapter 3 is set for intermediate commands. I covered all these commands with 50 or more examples. So you could just watch the video on this chapter, which I'll post next on this one, but it's on YouTube already. Please subscribe so you can watch all my channels, and then all my videos, and then learn from it and find a job for yourself if you're looking for a job. My kind of idea is to make schools and teaching environment available for everybody, so they don't have to have the burden of like, well, I cannot afford to go to university. And then as a result, if you have internet access, you could watch a song or you could watch a funny movie or politics. You should watch also education purposes, so you can become a very a productive person in your family and for yourself and for the society that you live. Whether you live in a third world country or first world country, it doesn't matter. If you know some stuff, you know it. And if you just are knowledgeable about something, we say knowledge is power. You just learn it and then you apply it at your work. People like you, and people say this person is very productive and making a lot of things happen for us. So for the chapter 2, we covered all of this, so I'm going to go back to chapter 4, and then I'll show you what on chapter 4. It's about 110 commands altogether, but each command may have subsequent examples. For example, when you click on user add, I just provide all the commands with user add, user del, user modification, group add, group del, group modification, and I provide examples so you can practice them online and reading them and understanding them and how to use it. It is all intuitive, very easy to just do it. When I do this video, I'm going to just create accounts using these examples for you, so you can see on this window that on the left side, that I'm just currently running some kind of OS release information and Xclock and Xsession and Xeyes and all those other tools. But when we actually do the demo of this chapter, I will create these users and you will see the examples there. So then user add, user del, user mod, user group add, group del, all of this is just covered on one page, and then that would be just giving you information. For example, let's say that you're looking for LSOF, list of open files. I'm showing also example. You can do -p for process, LSOF by itself without argument, port 80, 443, and I'll go through examples on the terminal session so you will actually see what I'm doing. If I just look at like IO stat, input output stat, this is just giving you 1 meaning that run 1 second information for the IO stat, input output stat, and gave me all the data statistic for it. Similarly, VM stat for if you want to do IO stat with 1.3, so the period is a little bit 3-second delay. That's why, like you can see, there was 3 of them that is submitted here. So if you go the same thing with like VM stat, for example, VM stat is for virtual machine or virtual memory, basically in this case not virtual machine, for virtual memory statistic. Similarly, if you just do a VM stat, it shows you memory usage or memory utilization. And then similarly, if you look for the free command, free is also giving you in human readable size how the free disk space is used. And I will run these commands on the command line as well when we do the actual demo. So like a tar gunzip files, this is a lot of examples I have to show you, and then I can do on the terminal some of the commands, how to create tar gunzip files and how to unzip them, all making it backup, so you can write a script to backup easily. And on chapter 5 I have a shell programming, which I could teach you how to write shell program, so you're well versed and you could just find a job right after finishing this book. I think it is much easier to find you a junior system admin level or even senior sysadmin if you're just kind of like learning things like ADB and core ADB and all those files. I have done a lot of this on the past 20 years, and actually I did since 1988. I have been having a both degrees in computer science, bachelor and master, and I've taught at the universities like a National University, Cal State Fullerton, Pasadena City College, Computer Learning Center, a lot of the lab when I was a student, and then I was doing a lot of consultation while I was working full-time on the big industries. In the past 19 years, I have been working with Jet Propulsion Laboratory as a system analyst or a senior sysadmin. Originally, I started with computer science, and then I end up becoming a sysadmin. I mean, enterprise system admin for the past 6 years. So I really enjoy learning in myself, and I want to transfer that knowledge to the entire globe, and then whoever take advantage of it, most likely they will get a chance to find the jobs for themselves, help their family, help the community. We're all there to help each other. So this information that I'm having here will be coming next, and this is a short video of this one. So we will cover all of this information here on another video. Please make sure you subscribe so you can get the video as soon as I post it. You will receive the because you're subscribed on my MyWebUniversity free education channel, this one, which is this video, you can just click on any of my video, and at that time you have an option to subscribe. So if you watch this video, you just subscribe it. If you watch any of the video, you're welcome to watch it and subscribe it. So this is again going to come up, and it's going to be all about chapter 4. On each chapter, I'm also showing videos that I already wrote for it, like for example the GNU SH tools using proc file system. There's a lot of commands here that are very advanced, and I'm covering it on this video. And shell script writing functions, this could be on chapter 5 as well. But some of the videos are kind of like covered in more areas, so I'm covering them as well. Please don't forget to subscribe, so as soon as I post this video, you will watch it and you will enjoy it. I hope you all have a great weekend. Today is Saturday in the beautiful state of California, and I'm just having this short video for you so I can help everyone around the world. Someday that you will be thankful that you watched these videos and you found a job for yourself, and you're a very good asset in the society, whether you live in the US or Europe or some third world country. It doesn't matter. Every country, as long as you have the knowledge, you have that information with you, no matter where you live, that is a disregard to that. It is just you're productive at that area, as well as you could do it remotely. For example, if you're in Afghanistan and you want to work for Facebook or let's say Google or someplace like Amazon Web Services, any places, as a scientist, as a software engineer, as a developer, as a computer programmer, as a web developer, as a tech support, you're making kind of progress towards your life, and as well as making changes and enhancing other people's life. And I wish, I hope that is the ultimate goal, is for you to also become another Wahid and just help as many people as you can, because life is short, and we just have to do what we can for others. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe so you will watch this channel. Have a nice one. Take care.